Okay, so this is my last video tonight. It's on the quiz. I don't know how many of you will watch it, but those of you who do, you can use this to do your corrections. Okay, so you are to do every single question on loose leaf. Okay, so let's get started. First one, use an integer to represent each situation. State what 0 would represent in each of that situation. 1 point each. So you owe $40 can be represented with a negative 40 integer. What would 0 mean in this situation? 0 would actually mean that you owe nobody anything. You don't owe anything. You don't have to. You owe nothing. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, so 0 will represent that you owe nothing. Submarines 50 feet below water, so it's at negative 50. And what would 0 represent in this situation? 0 would mean that the submarine would be at the surface of the water right now. Okay, you have to write that down. I'm just not writing it. Okay, but you need to. The temperature went up 10 degrees, so that would be represented by positive 10. If it was the temperature went up by 0 degrees, it means the temperature stayed as it was. It didn't go up or down. She lost 15 pounds, would be negative 15. And if she loses 0 pounds, it means she just didn't lose any weight this time around. Okay? So you needed to write the integer and what 0 represented in that situation. Find the value of each expression. I know. So absolute value, we're talking about the distance a number is away from 0. So the absolute value of 76 means that 76 is 76 units away from 0. Absolute value of negative 3 means that what we're asking is how far is negative 3? 33 away from 0. It's 33 units. And these particular, the next ones, you actually have to find the absolute value before you add or subtract. So this one, negative 12 is 12. Absolute value of negative 33 is 33. And when you add that, you get 45. Absolute value of negative 24 is 24. Now I can subtract that by 19, and I get 5. Okay. Determine if the numbers are counting, whole, integer, rational. Well, 44 is a counting number. It's a whole number. It's also an integer, and it's a rational number. Negative 1.98 is not a counting number, not a whole number, it's not an integer, but it's rational. Negative 3 of 11, it's not counting, it's not whole, it's not integer, but it's rational. And finally, the number 1, it's definitely a counting number, it's definitely a whole number, it's definitely an integer, and it's definitely a rational. Place the rational numbers on the number line. So now I'm going to go here, here, 0, 1, 2, and I don't think. So let's do the easy ones. 1.25. It's a little bit over 1, 1.25. 1 over 6 is a very tiny number. It's, imagine if you had something and you broke into 6 pieces and you gave me one of them, it would give me not a very tiny piece. Definitely between 0 and 1. Negative 3.99. Very close to 4. Right over here. Negative 3.3 3/4 is negative 3.75. So it's about here. And negative 3 1/5. Still between negative 3 and 4, but a little closer to 3. It's negative 3 and 1/5. And something out of 5. Right? So negative 3 1/5. Rational numbers, let's do the easy ones. $8.06 is less than $8.60. Absolute value of 22 is 22. Absolute value of 22 is also 22, so these are equal to each other. 5.6 and 5 4/5. This you can change to 5.8. So I know that 5.6 is definitely less than. Negative 33 and negative 35. Remember, with negative numbers, the smaller the number, the bigger they are, so this is bigger. 45 is definitely bigger than negative 45. And 7/8 is a smaller number than negative 5/6. Okay, it's backwards. It's fractions. I'm sorry, with negative numbers. Okay, the bigger the number, the smaller it is. Okay, not that bad. Sam works 25th floor. Okay, I know we went through this in class, but we're gonna, so this is just, he works on 25th floor. So let me write 25th floor. Okay, so that means that's 25th. This is the 0 ground, the ground level. okay, with people coming from the street level and underground. So he works 38 floors below, so he needs to take the elevator, and he's going to go 38 floors. So I know if I take the elevator here, in order to go to 0, it's going to travel 25 floors. Well, it's going to travel a total of 38, so from 25, you still need to go another 13 to complete that trip of 38 floors down. So if it took 25 floors to get to 0, another 13, he would be at negative 13 right now. That's the floor he's at. Well, after she works out, she goes up 20 floors. Well, if you're negative 13, you need to go 13 floors just to reach 0, right? So going up, you're going to take 13 floors up, reach 0, and how many floors you still have left? 7 more. So you end up at somewhere on the 7th floor. Okay. Okay, that's not working. Magic. Well, let's first locate negative 3 and negative 5. Negative 3.5, negative 3.5 and negative 3.6. Well, if 0 is here, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 2, negative 3, negative 3.5, which is what I'm on, 3.5, 3.6 will be right next to it. Okay. This would be 3.4, 3.3, 3.2, 3, 3.1, 0. So negative 3.5 is here, negative 3.6. So you're asked for numbers that exist here in this space. Let's add a 0 here. Let's add a 0 here. Think about money. Make that $3.50. Make that $3.60. Well, how about $3.51, but negative? How about $3.55, but negative? How about $3.59, but negative? So there I gave you 3 rational numbers that exist between 3.5, 3.50, and 3.60. And there are thousands and thousands more that you can come up with. Okay. Why are negative 9 and positive 9 opposites? Well, because they are equally, they're the same distance away from 0. That's simple. Okay, that's why they're opposites. Opposite numbers are exactly the same distance away from 0. Okay, that's 0. 9 would be here, and negative 9 would be exactly on the other side. Same distance of 9, same distance of 9 steps to go back to 0. Least to greatest? Well, the smallest one is, again, negative 65, negative 48, negative 44, negative 24, 12, and 13. This one, most of you had no problems doing it. Okay, so. Okay, so, and if you did have problems, you can create a number line. Put 0 here. Let's go to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay? Go the other way. Negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5, negative 6, negative 7, negative 8, negative 24. Keep going. Negative 20, 44, 45, 46, 47, negative 48, 49, 50, 51, negative 60, negative 65. Good. Now there's your order. Your smallest number is on the left side, your biggest number is on the right side. And there's your order, which is exactly what we have over here. And let's go. I don't think we got too much more. Okay, Death Valley. 1/8. Okay, I'm not actually going to divide every one of them, but 1/8, you would do this. And again, I would want to see you go 3 decimal places. So 8 is not going to 1, so we add a decimal, we add a 0, add a decimal. 8 goes to 10 one time, 2 left over, bring a 0 down. 8 goes to 22 times, which is 16. 4 comes down, and bring that extra 0 down. 8 goes to 45 times. Look how pretty that is. 1/8 is 0.125, or if you did round, 0.13. 3/6, if you divide again, you get 0.5. 2/5, 0.4. 1/4, 0.25. 0.3 or 0.33, that's fine. And 4/7 was 0.57, I believe. Okay. But I definitely want you to show work here. Okay. Create a let me just go down here. Create a number line. No, complete the number line. Is a fractional. Well, this is divided into how many parts? Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's broken up into pieces of fractional value of where we go. Denominator 5. So this is 6 and 1/5. 6 and 2/5. This is 6 and 3/5. And 6 and 4/5. Decimal equivalent, that's 6, 6.2, 6.4, 6.6, 6.8, 7. All right, so I changed, so 1/5, okay, just to prove it to you, I'll divide 1 by 5. 5 does not go into 1. 5 goes into 10 2 times. So 1/5 is 0.2. I just added the 6 because that's our whole number. 6.2. Explain how to find the opposite of 21. Well, you need to find the opposite. Right, so I'm not going to write the full sentence, but you need to find the opposite of 21, which is negative 21. And then step 2, you need to find the opposite again, but in this case of negative 21, which ends up being 21. So the opposite of 21 is actually that number itself, because you end up going back to the original number. Okay, so that was your quiz. Okay, and that's it.